We got a ton of new God of War info, a leak, and an interesting new trailer, commercial, and way more. So let's dive in this video. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Let's start with that sick commercial, but mostly sick if you were at the NBA game where Sony displayed the ads because they turned the whole field into a screen where you could follow Kratos and his son Atreus, but it was kinda hard to see from the recorded footage. In the trailer we see the interactions we can expect between Kratos and his son, comparable with the first gameplay trailer that was shown at E3 2016. So where Kratos is kind of teaching his son to become a better hunter. So yes, the visual presentation is awesome, but this also shows that Sony is going to be really aggressive with the marketing for this game if they're doing this more than 2 months away. I can imagine that the marketing around the launch will be even bigger. With titles like Spider-Man and also the PlayLink lineup, Sony wants to reach a broader audience to push even more PlayStation 4 units, because you would think that a ton of the hardcore gamers already have a PS4 at home, with the PS4 sitting at 76 million units sold right now. And it seems like they are trying to push to a broader audience with God of War as well, also showing that they are confident in the title, confident that it will be great, and I mean, from everything we've seen so far, it totally looks to be the case. And of course, with a system seller you want a bundle, so the game bundled in, and now we got a bundle coming probably for the PlayStation 4 Pro, according to the Bulgarian retailer that later removed the listings from their website. Luckily we still got the screenshot thanks to Gear Nuke. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Bundling a PS4 with a first-party game makes a ton of sense for Sony, since it's kind of free money. They own both the game and the console. While of course, if you bundle your console with a Call of Duty game, you also have to give some money to Activision, so you want to sell that other bundle with both your game and the console. And of course, God of War should be one of the showcase titles for the PS4 Pro as well, so to have it in a bundle with that console makes a ton of sense. By the way, I did not really see anybody talk about this, but in the story trailer the PS4 Pro details were also mentioned. So it outputs to 4K, so it looks like the game will not have native 4K support. It also is noted that the PS4 Pro upscales lower resolutions to 2160p, and the game will also have HDR, it looks like. So not really weird, looking at the other PS4 exclusives like Horizon that are also not native 4K but dynamic 4K. I mean, the game will still look amazing, but will probably not be in native 4K. By the way, since we're looking at the story trailer, I thought let's insert some info we got from the Corley Barlock, the game director, saying in a Game Informer interview that what we saw was totally not a lot of the game in terms of spoilers. So probably like early moments, as Barlock wants to keep as much as possible close to its chest. And with the game being 25 to 35 hours, it would of course be weird if they showed a lot of stuff. They can easily show stuff from the first 10 hours and still have like the biggest part of the game unspoiled. And still, yeah, like you look at stuff, you don't really know the context. So I don't think that people that kind of thought, okay, this was too spoilery, should be concerned. Barlock noted something interesting, and that is that testers had a way stronger reaction to the game when they did not know a lot of information than when they did. So I don't expect to see way more of this game before the launch. I mean, Sony always keeps a lot of stuff hidden in terms of marketing their first party games, but at this point I'm also like, I'm totally in. Give me the game already. I do of course think that there will be an event where press and maybe YouTubers get to play the game and maybe upload the gameplay, just a small section of the game, maybe half an hour, and we will probably get at least a launch trailer and maybe some commercials, but that will probably be it. I do think and hope that we will still see some menus, like how do we upgrade Kratos, how does the gear system work, how does the skill system work, something like that will be awesome to see. And we also saw that with Horizon Zero Dawn, that had like an event for press where they got their hands on the game for the first time, like a month before the game came out, and then we finally like understood more about the progression systems. So I hope they do that for God of War as well, without spoiling anything about the story. So as I already told you in my previous videos on God of War, exploration is a huge part of the game, and now Corey notes that there will even be optional bosses for you to find. So that's like huge for a God of War game, but even for any game in general. So not only will we be enticed to explore the area, to probably find some new rewards, crafting materials and stuff like that to upgrade Kratos, but you will also be rewarded with bosses you would normally not encounter. And I'm all for that, yes please. So no, God of War will not be an open world game, but it will have like open areas where you can go off the beaten path. Recently Barlog described it as a tour bus where you would hop on to go to the next location and then you can hop off if you want to explore the area, but only if you want. I mean, imagine if you could find bosses that would also drop unique rewards like weapons and armor. Yes, please, that sounds really awesome. I mean, April 20th is still pretty far away, but the more I hear, the more I see. I really can't wait. When we know more substantial details, have new trailers or whatever to talk about, I will of course let you know, as I've done in the past, so totally subscribe to stay up to date on everything God of War. Check out my video with combat details and way more, and I also made a video discussing the different editions of the game and the release date. Like this video to support the channel, I'll speak to you next time, and goodbye.